The food ventures of Soai are powered by our patrons. To become a patron, click the patron link in the description box. Thanks, patrons, for helping to write Soai.
Alright, so it's about to be a full vehicle. I haven't done this in years, where you have to force your way into, whoa, hold on, into the bus. Yeah, you double check, make sure the door locked properly. Boom, you see me? Yo, it's been such a long time since I've done this. Back in Jamaica, when you just take bus or you take taxi and they would cram the taxi, that's what it is. But anyway, this is because we need to do this right now so we can pick up this passenger as well. And we are going to be heading to a farm.
Yeah, now we get some food massage. Hope we'll come to the studio again.
Yo, this is the part of the journey where I just tell you guys thank you so much for allowing this stuff to, even be possible. Thank you so much for the likes, for the comments, for the shares. Yo, it's been amazing because you guys watch some of my videos where I'm back on the beach cooking, having a great time. I mean, those content are fun, but I always want to do more meaningful stuff or just have different experiences. And this is going to be my very first time. I've always read up a lot about greenhousing and farming technologies, but I don't think I've ever been in a greenhouse before, so might have the opportunity to go into a greenhouse and see how they do it out here in Africa. A lot of persons have this idea that in Africa, of course, yeah, it's dry, there's no water, people are starving, they're hungry. That's a lot of perceptions that people have, but here we have this huge farm where they're trying to produce a bunch of food, and yeah, this is just it's a really good experience, Anyway, we're going to see what's up, and I'll get you guys in on that journey.
Never seen it before, even though I'm from Ghana. This is Gari, but we use sweet potato.
Oh, sweet potato Gari.
Yeah.
It's normally made with cassava.
It's like Gari, but a little bit
Oh. Same taste.
I wonder why they call it Gari, bro.
cassava flakes.
So that's what we had. Well, this is the potato version, but we had Gari on top of the red.
Yeah.
That street food stuff. I saw the comments where some persons were saying, "Oh, they should tell you to mix it into the red." So I did mix it.
Yeah, you just mix it together.
Yeah.
I mixed it, but I mixed it because the guy said it. I never knew why I was mixing it. So you mix it so it becomes soft, eh?
It's not becoming soft. It's just the combination.
So it's kind of crunchy.
Yeah, the Gari is crunchy, but the beans is so soft. But it's just like a man. There's not like a man and man. It's always come with a man and a woman. It tastes better than a man and a man.
Bro, I love your analogies, bro.
So it's a combination. Yeah.
We are both Kwabena, so I get you, bro.
That's a good one. Yeah?
So we're gonna get a sample of this. As Eddie mentioned in that video, it can be used as a cereal, right? People use Gari as a cereal as well.
Yeah.
It does taste like a cereal.
Gari actually saves lives.
What do you mean?
This food doesn't need marketing. I mean, coming from a poor background, this is what used to save me. All you need is, whenever you are hungry, and this can contain you for sustain you for the whole day.
Really?
All you need is water. Yeah, you add water to it, and that's it. I remember back in the days, we normally eat this with fish, right? But there's no fish in the house, so you just add water, and then you go to a close-up, maybe somebody who has fish in their house. You just take your Gari, you smell the aroma of the fish, and then you put your Gari in your mouth, bro. And we have so many ways of cooking this. You can literally add water, sugar, and then granuts, the peanuts, like porridge. And we normally take that in the afternoon. Yeah, that one is the best. But you can also add milk to it. So you can eat this in the morning, afternoon, and evening.
So you did mention that it's a food that saves lives. Would you say that Gari is the B?
Gari the B? No, no. Gari just because it saves lives because it can sustain you for long. And it's cheap to buy. So
Wamengpa.
Wamengpa. Gari, one me so, yeah, that's why we all love Gari, man. Gari, I love Gari with all my heart.
Julie, it's for us. It's almost like I guess cornmeal.
Yeah.
Cornmeal back in
porridge,
Jamaica, or
porridge,
crackers. Saves lives for us.
So
Same.
this one saves life, bro.
Do you? The greatest video man, as said by Stickers. Would you agree with him?
Yeah, like see,
Give me some views.
when you go to any high school in Ghana, when you're going to school, your mom will buy like 2 olonka. Olonka is like big.
They're like 2 kg.
2 kg. Yeah, and when it gets to the last days and you don't have Gari, bro, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. So sometimes you have Gari and someone has sugar, someone has needle, like the milk powder.
Yeah.
Then this one brings its own. This one brings. Then you add it together. And
That's
sometimes
exactly. I
sometimes you
did the
even mix
same
it
thing.
in a big bucket.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of people around it, like 15 boys, 20 boys.
I've
with
done that
everyone with a
before.
spoon.
Yeah.
And you just take, bro, like this one.
That's why we're telling you that this is a lifesaver. You know, the hospital should replace this with
medicine.
with the ventilators. If you're dying, they should just take out the ventilator and put Gari there. You'll be fine.
Julie said just like I was back in boarding school. You remember that story? I told you that story. Okay, so back in boarding school we had this food that we call poor man flakes, and what poor man flakes was, it was milk with crackers. So you crush the crackers up, you tell yourself that, oh my god, yes, it's this corn flakes, and you will eat. Now, a funnier part of the story, I remember once a friend of mine, both of us were hungry, so I had the lasco, which is the milk, and he had the crackers. So we get some warm water, we mix the milk powder, he crushed the crackers, we put it in there, and we said, yes, we're going to make it soak. We left it for 5 minutes. When we came back, someone else was eating our food, bro. So there was another guy, he was hungry, and he was basically playing Goldilocks to our porridge. It was ridiculous. Look how we have a curd cap.
That's right.
It's hot, right?
Yes, very hot.
So hot, yo. Just looking at the roads alone, you can just tell, like, yo, hot. Since we've been here in Ghana, I haven't seen rain.
No, don't it?
Not even one day.
No rain at all.
And that's what makes it kind of smart, making proper use of greenhousery.
I'm surprised I have so much tomatoes here, because from what I know, maybe I'm wrong. Tomatoes need water. Not too much water, but there's no water.
You're not wrong. Any fruit or any vegetable that has a high water content does require a lot of water to produce it. But that's the purpose of greenhousing, because okay, so how a lot of water is wasted is because irrigation uses the most water on the planet, I believe. I think they say about 70%. Don't quote me. But it's when they loosely irrigate soil, what happens is, of course, with the sun, they have evaporation, and most of that water does not get to the plant. However, with greenhousing, it kind of creates what you call the greenhouse effect. So it creates a proper and conducive atmosphere, not so much intense sun that is going to dry up the entirety of the water, and they can also sometimes use like a drip feeder system in there to directly feed each and every plant. So that way they do need water, but we're not having too much water being used because they're not really wasting water as much. So I'm really happy that they did that construction. You guys saw the framework. This is something that I always wanted to come and see. I used to read up on greenhousing and see how they actually make the hoops and stuff. So yeah, that's quite a vibe. Important thing to note, this guy says he produces tomatoes for the entire is it Ghana? For KFC?
West Africa.
For West Africa, yeah, the largest. Potatoes or tomatoes?
The largest producer in Ghana.
In Ghana, yeah.
The tomatoes now, I mean, I remember what he said, but I know he said he supplied KFC.
For KFC. Yo, that's big enough, bro. This guy's doing big things here in Ghana.
By implementation is wrong. That's always planting for food is a good initiative. One village, one dam is a good initiative.
But is it applicable?
Yes. Me, I'm a practical man. The white are getting 25, 26. So we can do things right. So we have great opportunity, but we are not taking advantage of that. We are importing everything. Something we have to. It's not, agriculture is not like pension work again. It's a business now.
Exactly.
It's business.
My brother, it's a pleasure meeting you.
It's a pleasure to welcome you too.
Thank you. I mean, I just want to ask you a question. When you hear the name Africa, what comes into your mind?
Africa, we are blessed. The reason why I'm saying that we are blessed, we have a vast land, have every opportunity, rainfall, have a dam. So that's what is part of my joy, Africa. Even if there's a disease escalate in the whole world, Africa, how God have made us, we are strong to stand with that disease. For example, see the COVID, see what happened. If you see the numbers, Africa will still remain. I can't remember any country we can match our numbers with. So we are blessed in Africa.
You have the biggest exporter of potato, sweet potato in Ghana. How does that make you feel?
I'm
Make
proud. I'm telling my colleagues, young people, that we can make living in Africa, in Ghana.
Does it mean that it's possible to make it in Ghana?
It's possible. That's what I'm doing now. Just understand the concept. Everything is commitment and time. When you go and meet the people outside the country, maybe you go and meet people in Europe, what we are doing here, the same thing they are doing, but they are committed. They have the passion and love for it.
Do you think that agriculture is the future?
Agriculture is the future. I don't buy that mindset that if you are doing farmer or you are farmer, you remain poor. It's never true. The kind of opportunity this agriculture gave it to me with my family is a super. Especially
So I'm learning so much, guys, that we are so similar. I think back in Jamaica, even with our leaders, a lot of things is just so hard for us, man. You know, for example, myself, I want to be, you know, doing YouTube or whatever, and let's say I want to bring in a camera. The importation costs are so expensive, it's just so heavy that it's just best to take a plane ticket, get there and bring it in on your own. However, YouTubers, I wouldn't say are as important as farmers, because farmers, they're the ones who produce the food for me to eat or even film to create these videos, right? So with farming, we definitely need to, to bring in a tractor, they shouldn't even be, you know, paying custom duties on those stuff, to be honest, because that can freely come in. Let the people pay for the shipping cost, because of course it takes fuel to actually do that. But, you know, charge people for what we call luxury items. So probably you might consider a camera as a luxury item, but a tractor, that's not a luxury item. It's something that you need to have efficient farming. So I see this guy's digging up some stuff here. I have no clue what it is. The ones before, I could definitely tell those were sweet potatoes by the way that it was, you know, the lining and the hill, because I believe sweet potatoes normally grow underground and they grow in like a mound. So you pull it up and you pull up like 3, 4, 5 of them. That probably is cassava. I don't know if it's cassava. I've never seen it grown before, so I'm about to learn something else again today. Wow, these are like mini dune hills that I'm going through. Wow.
Yeah.
This cassava?
No, this
Yam?
Yam.
Oh.
Yam.
Okay. So you're making yam hills basically.
Yam hill and yam planting. The suckers. They're putting the suckers into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you guys grow it here? Like you put like sticks and then the yams grow up on top of the sticks?
I think that's another planting method.
That's what we do in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put a stick here.
It's like, I believe it's for yams. Guys, drop it in the comments, but they have like a stick and then
and the stick goes around.
The plants.
The plant.
Yeah.
When it starts shooting, when it starts shooting, they will put a stick around it.
Okay.
So that it will roll on it.
How do you guys do it here? How does the plant grow? Here?
Yeah, they will come and put a stick by it.
Oh, the same way?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. They put a stick around it later.
Wow. And this kind of job you have to do like, it's manual labor. No machine can do this. Wow. Auntie, what is it you're doing here with the...
I don't know how to speak English.
Oh, not so good. Okay. Yams though. Yams.
Like that.
Okay. Now, when there's times when there's how can I say, communication barrier, what you have to do is just observe. You can learn a lot just by looking. Not everything you have to speak to communicate. So I'm just going to watch and see what exactly it is that's going on here.
It's like we mulch so that there will be some moisture and protection for the new shoots.
I figured as much that would be mulching.
Yeah, they are
Okay.
mulching. They are mulching. I
Cool.
also they just explained to me.
Ah,
Yeah, because I never knew they planted here already.
that's why it was confusing, because I
Yeah.
was like, okay, where's the
They
yam?
planted here already,
Okay,
so they are continuing there. So they are trying to mulch it.
so to add more nutrients
More
back to the
nutrient
soil.
back. And
shade.
when the new shoot comes out and it is too dry, because we are in the dry season,
Okay,
they will not be bent immediately by the sun rays.
so they have time to harden to
Yeah,
the
to harden
atmosphere.
before.
Even myself here, I am also going through some hardening, even as a Jamaican. And it's hot there. The temperatures here are soaring. As they say, it's a dry period right now. Even my camera, I was holding it and it's getting hot. So I'm gonna head over to the shade really quick. We didn't even carry any water. That was a dumb move. So we're gonna head over to the shade a little bit and see if we can get some shots, show you guys what it looks like over this yam and sweet potato field. Beans, tired, hot. Now you need a bikini. We were just under there for a couple of minutes just now. Took off my shirt, cool off a little bit, laid it out in the sun to dry, and it is dried. That's how hot it is. We were probably out under there for like 15 minutes or so. One thing I do notice though, the workers from this side, they're not speaking English, they speak their native language. Now one thing I did notice about being here in Ghana is that a lot of people did speak English, so yeah, and they weren't even speaking Twi. It was Awada? Huh? Awe, yeah. They were speaking Awe, I believe. I would pay that guy 10,000 cedis to transport me to the greenhouse. Hasta pronto.
That's fine.
Thank you so much, man.
There's water so you can keep it.
Yeah, I can take the water as well. Man, this guy is the best. The best.
Yeah, I need to show them
That means plural unit.
Wow, we're on the way to the greenhouse. I saw those guys making blocks just now. That is really cool.
Okay, that's like each house. So like,
Because this is cover area, so pests cannot come in here. These tomatoes, and we are harvesting these tomatoes almost getting to a month now. But you could see, but when it's open field, within 6 months before the sun, then I study, then I ask my workers, this is what I see. Can you move on?
For me, it's great to have, been able to walk through this greenhouse, to see the stuff that I've read, on online posts or seen on YouTube. One thing that I never saw, though, never saw, is how they have that little sticky thing in there that traps the lizard and any little pest that has the potential to have gotten in some way, somehow. So that's pretty cool. And I used to grow tomatoes a while back, and this is probably one of the best systems. Most persons, if you have a tomato plant at home, you probably use something like a trestle. Instead, they use the cordage going up, and what that does, normally the lowest leaf that is on the floor, it is susceptible to like pathogens or bacteria from the soil. These are good bacteria for the soil, but not for the leaf. So yeah, amazing.
And these are cherry tomatoes. You can pluck and eat. You can pluck and eat. That's one of our plans we are doing. Weekend, we invite people to come and pluck it themselves. Then we can wait for them to get everything fresh. We employ everybody. We have about 13 graduates here. but most of them, most of the labor is a permanent staff. They are not skilled. Those people don't have any knowledge about agriculture. We employ everybody.
That was good. Question for today. What is a tomato? Is it a vegetable or is it a fruit? This one was pretty sweet. I have a quick question, right? Okay. With the Hamatan and the dust that goes onto it, do you think does it affect like the breathability of like the material?
No. So every year we wash it. We have a car washing machine.
Okay.
We block it and then we wash it off.
Wow.
Yes.
This is a whole lot.
Okay. Cucumber we try some. It lasts about 8 months.
Okay.
It depends how you give him the nutrients.
Okay.
And treat it very well.
Okay.
You'll be getting.
Are they organic?
They are organic.
They are organic. You have inorganic too?
Yes, but not in the greenhouse. That's open field.
Have you tried the aquaponics?
All right, guys. So I think that's gonna be the end of this video. We got some amazing street food, and we also got the chance to see how food was made here today. You don't know, agriculture is definitely the way forward. I hope in Jamaica that we have a lot of initiatives like these and people who are going to be going forward and looking to push our little Caribbean island further. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Remember these 3 things: love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep the link.